Right, next up we have Material World, and I can't find anything about this on YouTube, and there's very little on Board Game Geek. Imperial World, the great imperial powers vie for control of the world's wealth. And on the back, Strange Magic Games from the USA. There's a map, and we'll see that closer when we open the box. Some of the counters there spread around, and obviously some people playing it. So let's open the box. A long thin box, it's like reminds me of the old Monopoly type box. Right. Rules of play. I'm only talking 16 pages here. The map, welcome to blah 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 here. The commodities, the goals, trade routes. I know you can upgrade from caravans to small boats. Oh, we just won't call them boats. It's a pigging ship. And if you flip the caravan token over, it becomes a train and a large pigging boat. We've got wheat, cotton, timber and oil. They're the main commodities which you need to keep your economy going and your military. And you have to collect treasures from around the world, and we've got African masks, carpets, coffee, drugs, ivory, furs, gold, spices, tea, and then we've got manufacturing goods that you consume, that you make in your factories. So you've got food and clothing, public works, education. It mentions about an income board, an income which you do get in the game. Military. Oh, let's come across here and have a look at these. So in a bit. So we've got raiders, somebody on a horse back there, galleons, infantry, cannon, army bases, battleships. We've got caravans, small boats, which then flip over to become trains and, oh, large ships. Make your mind up. Either picking boats or ships. So we've got trains and large ships. How to win the game, etc. Rules of play. A step-by-step play example, which is nice. That's on page 5. And it goes through what you need to do for one of the countries. Turn sequence again. Receive income, and away you go. Not very complex. Not many rules. A little bit fiddly in parts, I think. I've read through it and I thought, yeah, I can see how it works. It looks okay. You've got population, and what they've done for population is they've just picked various people from, oh, well, it's Ottoman, Russian, French, German and English. We've got Einstein there. And they're your population markers. And they're all identical. You'll get a few Einsteins, etc. Right, costs to buy new stuff. And your military strengths, etc. Alternate rules, hints and suggestions. And that's basically it for the rules. Let's have a look at this map, because it's quite unusual. It's thick cardstock, falls into 3. It's going to need to go underneath some glass or plexiglass or something. Got victory points tracked down at the bottom, and then the map itself. These sums are part of your trade routes. So if when we was looking at them caravans, if you were, I don't know, running a route from France, you could go to the Maghreb and then put a ship on there, and then a caravan on the West Indies, etc. Or you could carry on across, and of course you go off one side of the map and onto the other. All the dots represent different commodities. Can't remember which is which now, but the oil, all sorts of stuff, gold, different types of things. And then the treasures, where are we? Like there, the African masks. If we come out over this way into Burma, we've got incense and spices, and we've got tea in China. Well, you would, wouldn't you? So we've got all that type of stuff. We've got gold or silver down here in the Incas territory, but it's quite an unusual map, really. We've got France on there, we've got England, we've got Germany, and we've got Russia, but Russia's only small on this map. And you know, there's the Ukraine and Bulgaria, just call it Russia, and the Ottomans, and they're the 5 major powers. You're basically trying to go around the world, grabbing as much stuff as you can to not only to grow your population, but to feed it, clothe it, and build up your military, so you can go around bashing everybody else and taking their stuff. So that's the map board. And then there's not a lot else. 4 very sturdy dice, black, heavy, good, solid, old-fashioned dice there. You're not going to complain about them. Each of the 5 nations has one of these player boards, which you put some of your tokens on to keep track of your income, your stockpiles of stuff, what level your consumer goods, infrastructure and military are, and a little bit of an aid memoir down here. And stuff will move up and down as you get it. And these 5 boards are all identical. And then we come to the counters, which there are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, just 3, and they're identical. So I'll put them 2 to one side. And let's have a closer look. So at the top here, it's red, so it's British, obviously. So we've got portraits of, there's 2 women there, and a guy, another guy down here, I don't know who the hell they are. We've got some locomotives and some camels. Now if I turn that over and we look at the top, do you see the change to large ships and small ships? Population people still say this here. Then we've got raiders, artillery, infantry. Again, if I swap it over, it becomes something different. We've got battleships, etc, etc. And it's the same basically for all the nations. So you've got a yellow coloured nation, which is, I think that's Russia. Blue for France. Purple is... No, blue's for Germany, because I see Einstein there. So I presume purple's for France. And then we've got green for the Ottomans. We can tell that we've got turbans and big beards, so you're not going to get next up, are you? And then some markers down here for the different treasures that you can collect. Turn it over, I presume it's the same on the other side, yeah. And that's it. The counters are only small, but they look as if... punch. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they punch nice and easy. That's good. So if they do punch, I've got some wheat markers there, which you need. I haven't got, for the life of me, I haven't got a clue what that is. Looks like a brain. What the hell was that? Well, I'm sure it'll come clear once I try to start playing it. But yes, it punches clearly, easily. It should be a fun game. It should be reasonably quick as well. I've not seen anything quite like this. What with the quirky map and the counters like this. It should be interesting. So that is a quick review of Material World. And the fact was I paid £10 for it. So I mean, for £10, British pounds, you can't really go far wrong, can you? Even if it's garbage, it's £10. But I don't think it is. Having read the quick look through the rules, it actually looks quite a decent game. Just obviously just not had a lot of press. But we'll have to see. Now that we've got it, maybe do a playthrough with it. And see if it's worth anyone picking it up. So anyway, once again, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye for now.